Hi everyone, I'm Margourtarotreader, and today we are doing a binding spell for a client of mine. This is one of the few procedures that I do during this ritual. So prior to the recording, I've prepared the candle for the client. As you see, it's going beautifully lit, and of course it has some certain things that I add in there, and of course I use, depending on the circumstances, pins and needles and whatnot, or nails, just depending, and depending on the quantity of the situation of pins and needles that I would use. As well, for the privacy of my client, I do not enclose any personal information of them because it's only for me to know, in period. So we have the couple's picture here that we want to reunite or returned. Channeling to the universe and to the angels of heaven and earth here, to have this person constantly think of them, missing them, wanting them, even not being able to function in their sexual life because they're constantly thinking of that person that we want them to think about, to the point of no return, to the point that they can no longer be without the person. Now I have some personal information of a client here that I've been working on. Okay, and so let me continue here. By the power and vested dominion of the universe, of the angels of heaven and earth, I declare you return immediately to show her devotion, trust, and faith, to show her that you are committed to her now and forever. You shall and will return to her immediately. You must reconcile with her immediately. You must look for her immediately. It is so my will and yours, and so it shall be done immediately. You must return to her immediately. You must call her, you must look for her, go to her house, whatever it is that you must, but you shall do immediately. You shall reach out to her and reconcile with her. By the power and vested of the universe, I declare you returned, solely, spiritually, emotionally, and physically, and mentally, and devoted to the angels of heaven and earth. You shall and will return to her immediately. Heart, body, soul, and mind of you love, and you shall return to her immediately. You shall reconcile with her. You shall be devoted, trustworthy, and faithful to the relationship of. So run to her immediately. Reconcile with her immediately and devote yourself to her completely. It is so my desire, and so it shall be done. By the power and vested of the universe and of the angels of heaven and earth, I declare you now and forever. I declare you now and forever, from this point on forward, dedicated and devoted to only okay. So with their own personal candle here that we have going, we'll continue this ritual. Okay, thank you to the universe and to the angels of heaven and earth. Thank you to the universe and to the angels of heaven and earth. This is just certain things that I do, and depending on the circumstances, depending on the situation that has been taking place for this couple or any other couple that I'm working on, there are other ways and means of doing this, but this is one of the sufficient ways that it works tremendously. The universe of the angels of heaven and earth. You shall and will return immediately. Declare you return with love, with trust, with faith, and devotion and commitment to. So this is one of the things I will do before I wrap it up and seal it. I am going to continue this because I have to out loud talk to their spirit guides and continue this ritual. Well, I use gloves, products. You probably wonder why. Because again, this is personal items of my clients that I do not touch. We don't, I don't touch those things. Anyhow, when it comes to rituals or spells, what I demand of my client is purely positive energy. I will not take someone that is being negative and thinking twice about the circumstances or the situation. You must remain patient at any type of work, whoever it is that you're working with, not just with me. I recommend that, to highly be patient with the person that is working with you, or you yourself working on whatever it is. You need to have trust. You need to have faith. When something like this is taking place, believe in these things as you're working with that energies. Okay. And not only that, but also you need it within yourself to continue manifesting certain things in your life. Keep that in mind. As for myself, I must have confidence within the person that I'm working with. I must trust the person as well as you must do so with me. And what I purely ask of my client is positive. I need positive energy because I'm using your energy in order for all these to take place and manifest. If you are being reluctant in certain things, I can tell right off the bat when I'm working with whatever it is that I'm working with. I can sense the energy. And normally I wouldn't tell the client right off the bat because I'm also waiting to see how they respond to this circumstances. But believe me, when I work on someone, I can tell by the energy, I can tell by the client, by the way they talk to me, or by the way they express certain things. I can tell what process is it that I must do next, accordingly to how I see the energies of my work as well as the client. I cannot see the other person because they're not my clients, but normally when I work on someone, whatever it is that you're experiencing, so is the other person. And I can sense it as well when I'm working here. Okay. So if you're considering on a reconciliation spell or love spell, any kind of spell, you can reach out to me down below or email me at margourtarotreader@gmail.com or just to Facebook, Margourtarotreader. Now, everyone works differently on either the tarot or spells or whatnot, but this is one of the procedures that I work on in reference to this is a reconciliation and reuniting someone. But this is one of the procedures, not just one. I take my time. So that is why I ask patience out of the person. If I say, oh, I bring him back within 24 hours, believe me, that will be someone that will come back within 24 hours, but also will turn back within 24 hours. So I take my time because I want these people to consider the options of staying permanently with that person that I'm working with, because I'm changing their hearts, I'm changing their minds, their ways of thinking. So it is why I take my time when I do my work. And you need to be patient, okay? Because everything takes time, especially if there's been some type of strain within this relationship or third parties within the relationship. If you waited all months and years for that person, what's, one more weeks or months out of this? I am the last resource. I always tell my clients, when you want something, you need to be confident with what I'm doing, because I do change energies here. And I do bring people back together here. And so I consider myself the last resource, because I do work with the universe and with the spirit guides of the people here. And I don't recommend you doing any type of spells for quite some time, if any, after me. Because if I cannot bring that person back to you, then definitely no one should. Because if they bring him back to you, that means that you're going to hurt yourself, your spirit, and also the other person's spirit, because you'll force them to do something that they don't want to do. Okay? So this is why I'm patient with what I do. I take my time. I talk to the spirits. I talk to everyone involved here, to how we can change it, how we can come about here, either to reconcile or just closure within this karma here. Okay? So you need to understand that. I don't just take your money. I do what I say I'll do. After that, it's up to you how you receive that person, how you change that person. But it is what it is. You understand that? So again, I want to thank you, and I'm going to get back to business here and do what I have to continue here for my client. And thank you. And always remember, do the best that you can for yourself foremost. Love yourself, and then other things will come about your energy. Be positive. Remain positive, and be thankful to the universe for all the things that you already have, and also for the things that you're reaching out to. Okay? Thank you.